My background look okay? It's good morning, good morning, good morning. Hope everybody is doing fantastic. We're going to get started here in about 1 more minute. I see we have our testimonials on here, so thank you for showing up. Hope you guys were all on our morning wake-up call. Just as a bit of a note, if you weren't, we are reinstated the Monday morning wake-up call on the old
Good morning.
number. Hope everybody is fantastic. I've got to go to YouTube and shut off the volume. It somehow got turned back on.
Yes.
Okay, shut off now. Okay, yeah, so what I was saying is we've reinstated the Monday morning wake-up call, and so very excited about that. And we have reinstated the Thursday leapfrog call. So excited about that as well. But with that, have a little background noise. Let's mute everyone out here. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. Good morning, everyone. My name is John Haremza, Crown Ambassador Diamond here with Valentus. Super excited to be with you here this morning. We're going to go over just an overview of what I believe to be one of the most exciting and compelling opportunities in America, and that is Valentus. Before I jump into that, I'm just going to quickly give you a little bit of history and background on myself, and then we'll jump into the formal presentation. Guys, I have been involved in this industry of network marketing now for 32 years. And my background prior to entering this industry was not of a business or professional background. I was actually a blue collar worker, high school education, grew up in a small town in Minnesota, town of about 2,000 people. And right out of high school, I went to work in a potato chip snack food company. I was a maintenance person, welding, building, maintaining equipment, things of that nature. Really thought I had the best job I would ever get because, I have dyslexia. And so, all through high school and grade school, I was put in these special classes, having tests read to me, maybe being called on to read out loud in school and teased and taunted. Well, as a result, I literally had no self-esteem and no self-confidence. I was so shy. I was so introverted. I literally wouldn't even say hi to somebody unless they said hi to me first. Now, I share all that with you because of this. As you're looking at this and you're asking yourself, can I do this? Can this really work for me? Is this something that I can do? I am here to tell you as living proof that you can do this. It doesn't matter, where you live, what you do, what your age, what your education, what your finances are. You can do this. If you can get excited about what we're going to share with you today, and you can share that excitement with someone else, just like, seriously, if you want to ask yourself, can I do this? If you have ever, gone to a really good movie or eaten at a good restaurant and told somebody about that experience, you can do this business, because that's exactly what we do here. If you can get excited about this and share that excitement, you don't need to explain it, just share your excitement, because we have all kinds of tools, all kinds of videos, all kinds of information. Your job, think about it, is to just stimulate an interest, to get someone to say, I want to know more. This sounds interesting. This sounds exciting. And we have all of these tools that can help people, like we have here today on this Zoom, right? An opportunity for others to learn more about what this is all about. Right? Your job is to stimulate that interest to get them to want to look. And I know we have some guests on here today, so thank you for showing up. I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to jump into a little bit of an overview about who we are. And then we'll hear some testimonials as well, which I'm excited to share with you. Oops, let me see here, slideshow. Okay, so the first question I think that's important is asking ourselves, are people looking for what it is that we offer? And so the question is, do you think there's people out there that are interested in making extra money? And I would guess you're with me on this. 100% of you will say yes. There are people out there looking for extra money, whether that's a few $100 extra a month, whether that's a few $1,000s, or people looking for complete career change. As a matter of fact, there was a recent statistic published that due to the COVID and all the people being sent home, getting used to working out of their home, there's 85 million people in the US alone that say they don't want to go back to the office. They want to figure out a way to work from home. Just that statistic alone could potentially not double, but grow 50% based on stats, the activity that's being generated in this industry of network marketing. So people are looking for ways to work from home. They're looking for ways to make additional money, to learn as they earn, so to speak. Next question, do you think people are interested in improving their overall health? There's a saying I love. It says, if you can't afford wellness, how are you ever going to afford sickness? Right? Taking care of yourself, getting, using products that can help you with your overall health and well-being. I think everybody's interested in that. And we have those products. Time freedom. Again, people looking for extra money, what's their choices? Maybe a second job, maybe a third job even. The thing about network marketing is you can learn as you earn, you can do it part-time, you can, but once you build it and you get a base of people, using the products and sharing those products with others and promoting it, you essentially create time freedom because you've removed yourself from the day-to-day activity. You see, when people tend to use our products, they tend to love our products and they tend to use them month in and month out, which creates a residual income, that idea of doing something once, but yet getting paid again and again and again. Very, very exciting concept. Now, again, I don't need to, beat this up, but folks, people need what we have. Statistics are 96% of people, they're laying awake at night. They're worrying about their health. They're worrying about their finances. They don't know what to do or where to turn. They're waiting for somebody like you to give them a call. Now, this industry, if you're not familiar with it, little need to update this a little bit. It's nearly now a $200 billion industry. $200 billion, products, goods, and services that are marketed through this method, this home-based business, this direct sales, this network marketing business model. And folks, that's all it is. And it's been around for 70 plus years, and all it is another method of distribution. And to best understand it, let's compare it to traditional methods of distribution, say retail. Now you think about retail and you think about a store and you look at all the products sitting on those shelves and understand that about 50% of the cost of those products sitting on those shelves is advertising, paying actors and athletes and high budget advertising campaigns, literally hundreds of millions of dollars to get you to walk into that store and pick that product off the shelf. And this is also true on traditional online. They're paying these influencers millions and millions of dollars, for that Instagram post, right? And that cost has to come out of the cost of the product. Well, people say, where does the money come from, in network marketing? It comes from not paying the actors, not paying the athletes and the high budget advertising campaigns. That 50% is given to you. Real people with real results sharing what this is all about. Now, what I've learned, as I shared, been 32 years in this industry, and I've learned a lot. Actually, I've written books on this. I've studied it. And what I found is all of these companies are made up essentially of 5 critical elements, right? The company, the product, the compensation, the timing, and the training support. And if 2 or 3 of those critical elements are missing, it doesn't matter how good you are or how hard you work. Despite your best efforts, you're going to struggle. See, it's when all 5 of these elements come together where the magic happens, where the fortunes are made. Folks, that's exactly where we are here today with Valentus. I believe these 5 elements are stronger, bigger, better than they've ever been in the history. Now, 7 years We as a company, tomorrow will be our 7-year anniversary. So we launched in July of 2014. That first year doing only $300,000 in sales. 2015, $3 million in sales. 2016, $32 million in sales. Well, make a long story short, now 7 years, $250 million in total sales and revenue. And that's exciting. Very few companies ever accomplish that. But what's even more exciting than that is not just what we've done, but what we're going to do. Because I believe we're going to do our next 250 million, not in 7 years, but in the next 18 to 24 months. And here's what I can tell you about growth: magnifies and multiplies your efforts. If you can put yourself in an environment of growth, it makes what you do easier. And we are in an environment of growth with Valentus. Very, very exciting. We've had tremendous growth since the first of the year. Based out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota, 100% debt-free. And you know what I refer to as our sixth element, right? The glue that holds the 5 elements together is our culture. It's the energy, the vibe, all spawns from our founder, our CEO, our president, Dave Jordan, and his wife Joyce, pictured there on the left. Now, one of the product categories that I would say really brought Valentus to the dance, right, is the weight loss industry. And this is an industry I know a bit about because I have struggled with my weight my entire adult life. Okay. Now, when I say that, I mean, I've tried everything. The thing I know about people that struggle with weight is they think about it every day. They're willing to try anything. I literally have tried everything. I've done the meal replacements. I've done the shakes, the prescription drugs, acupressure. I've done it all. And one word sums it up, and that is miserable. I mean, the reason why 90% of diets fail out there, maybe 95%, is people can't do them. I mean, they might do them a week or two, maybe even make it a month or two, but they don't make it long term. And this is why diets fail. I mean, because people are miserable. Now, imagine this. Imagine if you had a product that 80% of the population already consumed. Not just consumed, but they loved it. They did it every single day without question. First thing they think about in the morning when their feet hit the floor is coffee. 80% of the population, again, drinks coffee every single day. Imagine taking something they love, something they're spending money on, something they're going to do for the rest of their life, something they literally love, and put some ingredients in it that can help you control, manage, and lose weight. Folks, that is Valentus. And it's the, I mean, you know, you talk about brilliant concept. Now, if you want to enhance your results, we have Thermal Perk, can be taken in conjunction with the coffee, enhancing, improving those results and appetite suppression and energy and you know, metabolism burn, or it can be taken by itself. We do have today a line of products that can help and aid in weight loss. We have Tropical Blast. We have, you know, 24/7 carb blocker, cocoa if you're not a coffee drinker, or maybe for the evening, as well as even a keto creamer. A lot of people like to, you know, have that ketogenous lifestyle. That's a product that can aid and help you in that as well. Relief, a new product that we have, digestive enzymes. Folks, you know, if you cook your food, as most of us do, above like 110 degrees, it kills the natural enzymes that break that food down, that convert to energy, that convert into nutrition in your body. And this is going to help and aid in giving you those missing digestive enzymes to get the most out of what you eat and make your body operate at an optimum. Now, we do have a skincare line, several products. This is just a quick glance at it. We also have a product called Emulin. I want to talk a little bit about this because it's another powerful product brought to us by a gentleman by the name of Dr. Joseph Ahrens. He is a 2-time Nobel Prize nominee for his work. And we got 2 of these. We got M and C. M stands for maintenance. C stands for control. What this product does is it helps your body manage its inflammation. It helps the way your body processes carbohydrates and sugars. As a result, if you are someone who struggles with blood sugar issues, the Emulin C is one that you'd want to take. It's known to help in that area. If you don't have any blood sugar issues, then you want to take M. Now, I could literally spend hours talking about all of our products and what they do and the impact they've had on people's lives, but we don't have that time. Okay, so I am going to send you to do your own research at your own time to valentusproducts.com. There you can learn, you can understand, find out what you are excited about, and learn about those products. I do want to talk about another critical element, and that is timing. Okay, if you look at anyone who has ever made a lot of money in their life, timing had something to do with it. I don't care if it's real estate, I don't care what the business, what the product is, to get involved in something before the whole world has heard about it and be part of helping the world learn about it, folks, that's where fortunes are made. I mean, that is exactly where we are here in Valentus, right in that sweet spot here in North America, in Europe, as well as just getting started in Asia. So the timing, couldn't be better. From what's going on in the world, people looking for work, looking for additional ways to make money, learn as you earn, so to speak. What's going on in the world of health and nutrition and the products that we have to address those issues, and where we are as a company from a sheer number standpoint. The timing, it's like a perfect storm. Now, compensation plan, I'm not going to get into great detail here. I'm just going to give you a quick overview. But essentially, I want to share this. Every company talks about having the most lucrative compensation plan. And the reality of it is, folks, every company has about the same money to pay out, somewhere in that 40 to 50% range. Now, we do pay out at the high end of that, at 50%. The real question you should be asking is who gets the money and what do you have to do to get it? And that is where our plan really excels, because what we don't have is the hurdles and the hoops and the structure requirements. And so that 50% spread out over 7 profit centers, where a customer can buy the product at member pricing, wholesale pricing, and you can earn up to a 40% commission by doing that. Now, if you buy product up front, say in a business pack or a career pack, actually can bring that earnings up to 50% buying wholesale, selling retail. But just sending them to your website, you can make 40%. We have a fast start bonus when somebody says, hey, I want to do this too. This sounds exciting. Depending on the pack that they join with, you can actually earn up to $200 by a new person joining you personally. We also have a legacy code. This is when someone within your legacy team, which is not just the people you bring in, but the people they bring in, and the people they bring in, and the people they bring in. Anybody within your legacy team that joins with a business pack or joins with our career pack, these are people looking to do something with their business. You would, if they're in your legacy team, make $100 on that. And then we have the binary commissions. This is the monthly consumption. This is everybody using the products and a portion of all those people joining. We have the dual team matching check, right? You do better through the matching check when you help others do better. The global bonus, the car bonus, again, money all over the plan. So I'm going to stop right there, and I am going to let you hear from a few people from a testimonial standpoint. So the first one here is brand new to this industry of networking, brand new to Valentus, only a couple months into this, and is just, really, an example of the best of what happens in network marketing, from the personal development, from the product standpoint. And Robin, if you could come on, Robin Evenden, did I pronounce that correct? You are from, I think you're from Idaho, right?
No, it's Robin Evenden, and I am from Sweet Home, Oregon.
Oregon. I knew it was up there somewhere. Okay, Robin, if you wouldn't mind, I know you're brand new to networking, but share your experience, why you're excited about, Valentus, and what you've experienced in your very, very short time in this industry and here with Valentus.
Okay. Well, thank you, John, and hello, everybody. I am so excited and honored to be invited to this opportunity here. Just another opportunity that this company has allowed me to take on. And, my name's Robin. I'm from Oregon, and I'm a stay-at-home mom to a 6-year-old. My husband currently works out of state as a welder, so we don't see him very often, but we've been together for 20 years, high school sweethearts. I love him very, very much, and he misses out on a lot of what's going on at home. We used to be able to travel with him up until my daughter turned old enough to go to school, and we kind of got settled down, and that's why we're in Oregon, because that's where my family is. I saw this opportunity. I was invited to John Haremza's opportunity and training on Monday. It was April 6th, and I saw the timing was crucial to get in on this. I'm always out there looking for a way that I can help my husband earn income, because it's not easy for me to do as a stay-at-home mom. I can't afford to go get a babysitter, that, and I'm kind of a helicopter mom, and I don't really trust anybody to watch my little girl. We had an accident with her when she was 2, and we almost lost her. She had a skull fracture, so she's recovering from that. We actually have an MRI next Monday for she's complaining about not being able to hear out of her left ear, and we think it's from the accident when she was 2. Again, she's 6 now, so we're just learning this. So she's lived with this thinking it was normal. And my husband's missing out on all these things. She even has nerve damage in her teeth. So like, I'm going to all these appointments without him. COVID wasn't helping. You know, he's a his own what do you call it? Self-employed. So he's an essential worker. He's out there working the welding jobs all over the country. So with that said, I seen this opportunity and I wanted to jump on it. It was my way of being able to help bring him home. So I joined Valentus in a heartbeat, and I jumped on the opportunity. I was super busy. I didn't really know what I was doing. I've never done network marketing in my life. So I just started focusing on all these webinars and trainings. I saw all the opportunities in front of me, and I took charge, and I made sure that I went to as many as I could. I found out about an event meeting the next month in Vegas. I made sure I was there. I wanted to put a face to my name. I mean, I went out as far as getting my own business cards and apparel. I have a sweater, address labels. I just wanted to really stand out, even though I didn't know what I was doing. I wanted to make sure that I was doing. And, you know, I want to share some words with you that I wrote when I first started, because I realized that this is all about self-growth. And I learned a lot about myself. And I just want to share these words that I wrote. When you allow yourself to open up to yourself, you allow yourself to open up to others, to allow others to open up to you, to allow a connection between others and to yourself for an overall allowance of connection. I wrote those words, and then I separated those into sentences, and I looked at those, and I asked myself what those meant. And so I want to share those with you. When you allow yourself to open up to yourself, I'm going to be vulnerable, and I'm going to put myself out there, because that's what it takes sometimes to succeed in something you believe in. When you allow yourself to open up to others, watching something grow takes time. This is common sense. Don't expect a flower from a seed unless you remember to water it. Only you can grow your own flower. When you allow others to open up to you, what you do will make a difference in any type of growth. A reflection of your behavior will result in a motivation to grow within. To allow a connection between others and to yourself, creating support in a way that brings in trust to express oneself. Oh, did I read that down? And then for an overall allowance of connection is, you know, let's bloom together, whether that be with a flower or with a leadership opportunity. We can connect our roots and grow into something amazing. It's up to you how far you grow. You know, life is what you make it. So if you believe in your dreams, they may come true. But if you believe in yourself, they will come true. So that's what I have to share with you guys. So stay on top of it, stay plugged in, stay involved. You know, being involved is the number one step in succeeding.
Well, thank you, Robin, for that. And what you just read to us was very, very powerful. We could feel your heart and feel your emotion, and how that really connected with you. And I'm sure it connected with others on here as well. I know it did me. And so thank you for that. And you know, what you talked about plugging in, right, to all the Zooms and the different things. And that really speaks to that fifth element, that training and support, folks. I mean, when you say yes to Valentus, okay, that's when our job begins, not when it ends. I mean, there's a wealth of information, Zooms, calls, everything out there that we literally will live in your back pocket if you're willing to put some effort in, right? I mean, I don't think anybody's going to come here and legitimately complain about not being supported, because we are there to support, right? I mean, no question. And also, I just want to, you know, throw out a prayer for your little girl as you get that MRI, that everything works out well there as well. So thank you for that. We can feel your excitement to the life-changing power of what we have here and the products and such. So with that, we are going to pivot, and we are going to go to Mexico through Canada, from Canada, Blair and Faye Arn. They have since retired. They have moved to beautiful sunny Mexico from cold, snowy Canada. I think you guys are in the Edmonton area. So Blair and Faye, if you guys could come on, share a little bit of your excitement and how life is there in Mexico.
Hey, thanks, John. Appreciate that. And just pass on to Robin. That was incredible. And we're certainly in prayer for you and your family. And hard following someone like that with that passion and desire. That's exciting. Yeah, we're from Regina. We're from the Ball Prairie, and moved here about 4 months ago now, just to not really retire, because Valentus is kind of where we're at, and that's the exciting part of what we're doing. But just to say, you know what, we're done with the cold for 9 months of the year. So that's why it's hot. 28 above every day or 30 above. So we're enjoying that part of it. Just a little bit of a background ourselves. I won't spend a whole bunch of time. We actually saw networking about the same time you did, John, the first time. We were back in the late 80s. Got involved with a very well-known company still around. They've been around since 1959, and we did very, very well. Built with them for about 14 or 15 years. And as you know, John, certain things in life occur. And it was time to move on at that point in time, and we made the decision in late 1999, early 2000 to back out of that company, and still maintained a distributorship there, and just backed off of the industry altogether. But you know what? Over time, we did a lot of really successful things, and we did make residual checks from 1999 till now. We still do from that company, so residual is real. But in 2016, Faye came back from getting her hair done from her stylist, and she said, Blair, there's this coffee that's supposed to help alkalize your body and be healthy for you. I said, well, this is network marketing. She said, no, it's not. It's just a sales. So I went online and I looked, and I found it because our sponsor didn't know their website. So I just did Valentus. And I was one of those guys who spent hours reviewing the compensation plan, and just spent hours going through it again and again and again. And John, you 100%. What really got me about this compensation plan is the newest person can make money quick, and we can get more money into more people's hands faster than any other compensation plan I've ever seen. And that's what got me excited about it. And I told Faye, we're going to do this thing. We didn't come out of the gate super fast, but we've had a good career. It's been 5 years now, 5 years. And we've had nothing but fun. We've met phenomenal people like yourself and Don and Nancy and our sponsor, Brenda Brown. And John, you are right. The support is there no matter what. The support is there to help anybody here build their business. And that's really what it's all about. We're here to help anybody. We can do calls or 3-ways, whatever. Our time zone we're on right now, we're on Central Time. Come fall, we're on Eastern Time. So because we don't change here. But I mean, it's just so exciting about what's going on. And Faye kind of wrap up. But what really struck me was that Friday call you did, and you and I have talked about this before, about the why. And when you went through that, I was just like, internally, I was just saying, oh my goodness gracious, what is, we're retired in paradise. We're living in paradise. We're actually living in our vacation now, right? So what would make us, what would just keep us going to make this thing grow? And it's not open in Mexico, so it's all, phone calls or LinkedIn or whatever, all social media. So, but we searched and we said, okay, this is going to be our why now. And there's such a need here. There's such a need everywhere. And those 85 million, that means in Canada, there's 8 million people. People are looking like never before for something. So we're in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. And I just, obviously, John, we just appreciate all your hard work and the team that is growing, and we can just plug in. And you know what? That's really, to me, that's really what you keep saying over and over and over. And if people get it, it's like stay plugged in, because it's essential for us here in Mexico now, because we're like out here in the desert, right? So we are staying plugged in because this is what feeds us. And just appreciate your time. And we're just so excited about this opportunity, and bringing it to Mexico is going to be phenomenal. Yeah. Thanks, John. Thanks for having us.
Well, thank you guys, and enjoy that warm weather. I'm here in Vegas. We have some warm weather here too. But I think, what you said about that why is such of a crucial thing. And a lot of people don't even know what their why is. And as you say that, it's kind of coincidental, but I just posted that Zoom that we did on my Instagram here yesterday. And so if you want to go back and review that, it's connected to my YouTube channel. But what I want to do is I want to go back to sharing my screen just to kind of close this out here and give you guys just a little bit, as you're looking at this and you're saying, can I do this? And I talked about this already. I mean, literally, you've learned everything you need to know in kindergarten. It's show and tell, right? Tell stories about our company, about our products, about what's happened to us, what's happened to others. If you can get excited about what you've just heard, right, and you share that with others, you can build this business. And we make it easier than ever. We have an app called Share Valentus, all kinds of videos and brochures and information that you can share with somebody right from your phone and send it to them and get notified when they watch it. A phenomenal, phenomenal tool. Now, what would it take to get started? You can stick your toe in the water, buy one of our products for $59. You can do a starter pack, which is a little better value for $345. $145. The advanced pack is $239, a little better value yet. But if you're looking at it from a business standpoint, and if you remember what I referred to, the legacy bonus, to access that extra $100, to access and really unleash the compensation plan, that's where you want to join with either the business or the career pack. And there's really 5 reasons for that. One is, I believe, the example. I mean, everything we do sets an example that others think they have to do. And I promise you, when you sit down across from somebody, they get excited about this and they say, well, what did you do to get started? You're gonna have to tell them. And you have the ability to set the pace, set the example on how others are going to follow. It's hard to get somebody to do something you haven't done yourself. Gives you a workable inventory, so you have products to sample, products to sell, products to experience. It's a best value. At one product, you're paying $59. With a business pack, it brings the cost down to $36 per unit, or with a career pack, even down to $33. So, I mean, if you're paying less, you're obviously making more. It demonstrates commitment. I think that's important. Maximizes the earnings in the comp plan. You automatically, with a business pack or a career pack, can become either a ruby or an emerald, which you go from 5% on the residual side of the plan in the dual team / binary to 20%, right? I mean, if you have the choice to earn 5% or 20%, just by the way you get started, what are you going to do? Right? Legacy code unleashes and you automatically get locked into a 4 or 5 level matching check. So that's exciting. So, last question before we close out here. Do you want to do this? Folks, we have fun. I mean, you can feel it. You can tell it from those of us here on this Zoom. Lose weight, additional income. That's kind of the worst case scenario. I mean, should you say yes to this? That's kind of the worst case scenario. But what has driven me in my life is the what if. Some people are, what if it doesn't work? I'm like, what if it does? I mean, what if you could make an extra few $100s a month, take the edge off, start paying off some credit card debt? I mean, what if it turned into a few $1,000s? I mean, that can be a complete lifestyle change. Or what if it turned into full-time income? The ability to control your life, work from home, as so many desire to do now, personal development. Robin talked about that. Tax advantages, recognition. Folks, most people live in what I refer to as a someday world. And what I mean by that is, they want to change their life, but it's someday. They just keep kicking the can down the road. They get so caught up in trying to make a living, they forget to design a life. And it's just like they're spinning plates, kicking the can down the road. Someday I'm going to get out of this job I hate. Someday I'm going to start saving for retirement. Someday I'm going to get out of debt. Someday I'm going to take that dream vacation. Someday I'm going to get my health on track. And it's just someday, and it just never comes. Folks, procrastination is the thief of success. Here's what I can tell you. It is not someday. It is today. Okay. Get back with the person who put you on this call, on this Zoom, and stop procrastinating. Right? I mean, it is not someday, it is today. And we can take and change the course of the next 5 years of your life. So with that, I want to say goodbye to everybody. Have a fantastic rest of your week, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye now.